Death to alternative news. Frequent RT guest Alex Jones says the Fox News network is attacking his website and his character, allegedly reporting him to the authorities. Homeland Security, to be exact. But he's not going down without a fight. Here to tell us how far Fox will go and what he calls a smear campaign is Alex Jones himself. Alex, so you claim that Fox News wants to report you to the authorities. You have to be a little bit flattered by all this attention, right? I mean, it's one of the top cable channels in the country.
Sure, and I know you're trying to be objective and fair here, but this is not my opinion. Up on prisonplanet.com, we have a boil-down article that has all the links to Fox News. Fox News calls for Obama to be killed while framing Alex Jones for instigating violence. And then we have links to the Fox News articles. Military husband probed for allegedly posting threats on radical website. And another one, feds investigate death threats to IRS employees after health bills approval. These both came out yesterday from Fox News. And I've got MSNBC, CNN, New York Times. We've also got Newsweek. And literally in the last few months, hundreds of the largest publications in the world, like the London Guardian, saying that I am instigating violence, I am bad, I am telling people to kill police, never with any proof. So now they're going into Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com and culling through hundreds of thousands of comments that have been made in the last year and finding a few threats to Obama, a few threats to IRS agents. But what we did today was we went and spent about 5 minutes on Fox Nation's website and found hundreds, and we put links to these, specifically calling for violence against Obama and others. And we don't see Fox News reporting themselves to Homeland Security, but we also have links to Fox contributors and guests making jokes about the killing of Barack Obama. In our article, Fox News calls for Obama to be killed while framing Alex Jones for instigating violence. But
okay, Alex, I want to take a step back for a second, because you know it's interesting to me because Fox News is seen by many as an alternative to the mainstream media like CNN and MSNBC, where conservatives and libertarians can have their viewpoint heard. Yet, according to you, they're attacking your website because of its anti-establishment comments, trying to paint you as somehow being a forum for terrorists. I mean, how does that make any sense?
Okay, well, let me answer that. But again, this is not alleged. In this article, in the terrorism section, both of these, I'm in the terrorist section. It says this action was taken after FoxNews.com inquired about the online comment to the authorities with Homeland Security. So they say that they're doing this, and Fox News has more viewers than all the other U.S. cable channels combined. People know the fake left system is a fraud, so they've run over to Fox. And we have internal sources in Fox that Glenn Beck literally copies everything I do, but then twists it into a pro-war, pro-Patriot Act, pro-banker bailout version or doppelganger of what I do. And so they see me as some of their main competition because I do have 2 million viewers and readers a week conservatively just on my radio and / internet TV show, over 2 million visitors a week to Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. So that's upwards of 4 million. And I've been exposing Glenn Beck, Bill O'Reilly, Sean Hannity, and others as shills. And so now we know that Fox is culling through my website and reporting us to Homeland Security. This is a very serious, dirty trick. And so I'm not attacking Fox. I'm being attacked, and I'm defending myself and pointing out that not just Fox, but a concerted mainstream media effort in the United States by the Southern Poverty Law Center, ADL, and others to paint me as someone who wants law enforcement to be killed, which is completely made up. So they're definitely setting me up right now, framing me for some type of law enforcement action.
Alex, I was going to ask you if they perhaps maybe feel threatened by you. It's interesting because Fox keeps trying to convey that it isn't the mainstream news and that it's alternative. Yet lately we've heard story after story about the channel employing the same kind of editorial practices as its competitors. So, you know, some people would say that they're even watering down their messages for a bigger audience, like you sort of mentioned before. So, I mean, do you actually feel that Fox is threatened by your growing popularity and the fact that you're maybe not afraid to say exactly what you think?
Absolutely. And we exposed the banker bailout. We exposed false flag terror. It's now come out in federal affidavits that the head of the Mumbai attacks was a U.S. government agent. We'll cover an affidavit on air. We'll cover real news. Fox won't do that. And so, yes, they are threatened by myself and many others. They've come into the Tea Parties that were grassroots Ron Paul type organizations, and they've tried to create a twisted clone of that to take over what Ron Paul's doing, to take over what I'm doing and many others. So they see us all basically as a threat, and so that's why they're attacking us. They are there to control anti-establishment movements and populist movements and take them over and steer them into the Republican Party to keep the population in the left-right paradigm so we don't have real change towards freedom and accountability in this country. Fox News works for the very same offshore banking oligarchs that Barack Obama does, and I really appreciate you for having me on to cover this important issue.
All right, well, Alex Jones, thank you so much for talking to me. This isn't the first time his website has been attacked. Maybe it'll happen again. We'll be talking to him in the weeks ahead, I'm sure.